What's up, Blood on the Razor Wire TV? Let's see if we get some people in here, man. Do a little live, talk about some of the stuff that's going on all over the country in courtrooms and prisons and in the street. Check and see if people are going to hit us up on here, man. Hopefully, people get hit with that notification button. I don't know. I was going to do this at 8 o'clock, but you know what? I was pressed for time, I thought, and made it home on time. So let's see what we can do, man. Country, what's up? Let's see if we can get some people in here, man. That's what's up. Okay. Long Island, Strong Island in the house. I see you, ZZ Trap Pranks. Fatos Locos, what's up? Super Motard in the house. Ain't seen you in a while. Andrew, Mark Gormley. Chad, can I please have a book? Ooh, we running out of books. How about I give you an audio book? Hit me up. freedomfighterspc@gmail.com. Let's see, we'll get some people in here. Leon Swan up in the house. Donald Brewer. Baltimore Bike Life, that's what's up. We'll talk a little bit about R. Kelly today and Maxie Max. What the hell's that lady's name, man? Maxwell, whatever the hell. Boy. And we're going to talk a little bit about these. We're going to talk about what's going on over there in USP Pollock, too. Got some wild things going on over there. Food strike, I think, over in Marvel Professor. R. Kelly is a legend. They got rid of him because he is a real R&B and not that auto-tune singing crap. Okay. Ghislaine Maxwell. Yeah. Gasoline, whatever the hell her name is. You know, you get these people like, you see some of these like people go on there and they tell people like about prison and they bring them on Fox News and CNN. And they're like, Captain Pederast got his boots smoked today. Yeah, his boots are on fire. On fire. I watched that R. Kelly special, man, one time when I was in prison, right? I don't watch a lot of TV, but that was on, man. I could see the TV from my cell, and I'm like, man, I'm going to watch this joint. It was one of them nights, man. The dudes that been in federal prison, you get your chair, you get your celly's chair, you stack them up, you put it against the wall right there, man. And sometimes you can just look out your window, man. You got your headphones in, you're watching. And when I watched that special, man, I have to say, nothing against my man that was on here that just said they wanted to get rid of him because he was a real singer. I got to keep it 100, man. I think he was on that old Michael Jackson. I think he was doing some wild shit, man. Definitely, man. Aaliyah. I mean, this dude was doing some wild shit. Vincent Blue, what's up? We got to give you a shout out, man. Since you don't catch us when we're live, man, you're going to catch us tonight, big dog. White boy, you think he's going to get hit? We're going to talk about that. They're going to poke his ass up. So I'm going to give it to you guys real, and I'm going to give it to you raw about R. Kelly and what's going to happen with R. Kelly, right? Mateo, I'm definitely not saying that, big dog. I'm saying that the man is, I think he's a bad man, bro. He's a bad man in jail. I'm just going to call it how I see it, man. What pen R. Kelly going to, Chad? He's not going to go to a penitentiary, man. They're not going to send him to a penitentiary, I don't think. But if they did send him to a penitentiary, they're probably going to send him, and remember I said this and play this back. They're probably going to send him to Tucson. He'll go to USP Tucson if he does. A lot of people are like, oh, they're going to kill him over there. They're going to do this. They're going to do that when he gets to federal prison. Guess what? They're probably not going to do shit to him. They're going to keep him safe. I would say that, let me tell you guys this, right? So you guys know, like the GDs, the Latin folks, all these Midwest groups and gangs and the Midwest car, they get busy, man. Don't think that they don't. I've been around some real live dudes, man, from the Midwest. And, in the wrong prison, they might try to send him to Pekin. Remember I told you that. They might try to send him to Pekin. That might be his first federal prison. And then it's probably not going to work out for him. There'll be dudes there that want to like, yo, he's that dude. And honestly, man, I got to keep it real on this level too, man. Who thinks R. Kelly's a punk? Because I don't think he's a punk. I think he's going to fight, man. I think if someone puts their hands on him, that dude's going to fight. Did you see that Gayle King interview? For real, man, where he's like, I'm trying to save my life, man. I'm trying to save my life. I was like, damn, this dude's bugging the fuck out. Like, holy. I mean, he was trying to save his life, but he probably should have thought about that when he was nailing them windows closed on them houses and, keeping them girls in them bedrooms, man. I believe that shit, man. Like, I watched that shit, man. And the one little girl's mom was like, yo, we was looking all over. Nah, he's a punk. He ain't going to fight. I think he's going to fight, bro. I think R. Kelly's going to fight. I don't think he's a sucker, man. You could tell, man. You could tell. Little Bobby Nelson, Pekin or Greenville. Those will be one of his first two spots. Or it's possible that they're going to protect him and send him somewhere like Lexington Tucson. Bobby Nelson, I ain't seen you in a while. What's the place where they put a lot of sex offenders, man? The FCI, man. It's in Virginia, I think, right? That's probably where he'll end up. Chad, the website's not working. Huh? My website? Sometimes we have problems with that. I got to go check that out, man. I got to check that out, see what the hell is going on. The website should be working, but in case it's not, let me see. That's important right there. It's all good. We got another website. Oh, my website's up. Freedom Fighters PC at the www.myfreedomfighters.com. That's working, big dog. Petersburg, there it is. Ain't that a crazy place, man, to send sex offenders? They call the place Petersburg. Come on, man. Where you heading? Petersburg. We know what you did, Peter. I'm in one of them moods, man. I'm really tired, man. I'm going on a little vacation this week, right? Friday, I'm leaving. I'm going to Maine. I'll be back Monday or Tuesday. But I'm trying to get them videos together, man. I got a video that's going to come out. We're going to get back. We're going to stay on R. Kelly for a minute. We're going to talk about where he's going, what's going to happen. We'll get into all that stuff, man. Marion, yes, Marion also has a sex offender program. Yeah, he's probably going to go to Petersburg, Peter Beach, where all the Peters are at. Man, what is the matter with me today? Greg Pettis is in USP Tucson. I'm sure if he goes to a penitentiary, he's either going to USP Tucson or he's going to USP Coleman 2, one of the two. But I doubt. PTP in the house. Lonnie Smith, straight out of AZ. That's what's up. We appreciate you being here. So anyway, I'm going to go on a little vacation, but I'm trying to get these videos together so that we got them up, man. I interviewed a dude that I was in Big Sandy with today. Thanks, William. I appreciate you, big dog. Manchester, nah, he probably won't make it over there, Manchester. But interviewed a kid I was with in Big Sandy today. Got out, man. He was working for CNN, man, taking pictures with Ryan Seacrest and Kelly Ripa. And let me tell you something about this dude, because when you guys see the video tomorrow, it takes a little while, about 6-7 minutes. Johnny Leonard, what's up? Sad, I see you. The fellow you interviewed named the Dope Sick Show was in Petersburg. Yeah, but it's a sex offender prison now. I don't know if it was back then. He's not a sex offender, the guy from the Dope Sick Show, I promise. There's some regular dudes over there. It's one of them jails, though, where the FCI or whatever, where they're not really beating you up if you're a sex offender. They just let you live there. Like, you're all right, I guess. But we'll talk about all that stuff. But anyway, the kid that I interviewed today, he was a gunslinger, man. When I say gunslinger, man, he'd stab you in a minute. But he ended up getting out of prison, changed his life. I want you guys to catch it. I'm going to do it in two parts. There's going to be a part 1 and a part 2. And I also would like to bring him back for a part 3 if everybody wants to hear from him, because I want to talk about something that he did in USP Big Sandy. For those of you that read the book, Dog. You guys remember Dog? Dog is my right-hand man, one of my best friends in the world. Got out of prison, doing great. He owns a sign company in Jersey. He's doing really good, man. He's probably making 20, 30 grand a month now, doing all the signs and all the Amazons. But anyway, when these white dudes were going to jump on Dog, I think he slid him a knife, man. He gave him a knife. And I don't talk about that in the book because I didn't know that part. But I found out after I was out of prison and me and Dog talked. And, this kid hit me up. He's like, yo, man, I seen an interview with Dog. So Dog, Jersey like that as well. Yes, Dog's from Jersey, man. Gilbert Stites, my right-hand man right there, man. The Dog Pound. But I think you guys will like this interview as long as you stay tuned. We also talk about in part 2, there was a kid named Little Will that was from New York. And it's a very interesting story about, the Serranos stab him, man. Like, honestly, dude, I want to say 60 or 70 times. And he lives. The Black Hand, he gives the word, hey, get that kid. And they got him. And there's some crazy shit that happens in his case. And you guys will find out about that on the interview. Why the New York dudes are like, psh. But it's really a messed up story, man, how things happen. But you'll hear about that if you guys tune in for part 1 and part 2. That'll be tomorrow and Friday. Saturday, I should have something good for you. Sunday, I'll be back with the live. And then Monday, I don't know what's going to happen if I can get these videos edited in time and all of that stuff. I'm working on a 2255 right now, so I'll try to do everything I can to get these videos out to everybody, all right? So anyway, I can't do the section beds. Okay, bud. All right, Vincent Blue. What's up, Jason Reed? So anyway, you want to talk about R. Kelly, right? Like you guys know, I spent almost 18 years of my life in federal prison. If he goes to the wrong prison, he's probably in danger. His homeboys, his car, there's going to be a big homie there that's not going for that, man. And the big homie's probably going to be a GD dude. And that video I talk about tomorrow, this kid stabs one of the GDs, man, over a box of fish. It's bigger than a box of fish, though. It's about, the disrespect, about people faking. You ever see dudes pretending they got a gun? I talked about that kid from Virginia that got murdered in USP Lee. He was pretending he had a knife. The kid Antonio jumps up and stabs him. So anyway, if he goes to the wrong prison, he's definitely in trouble. Because there's going to be a GD there that's got the yard. It might be someone like one of their homies, Flea. Flea was a Perry Huddleston. We ain't seen you in a while either. What's up, big dog? But them dudes don't care about you being famous. They don't care about your money. They got their own money. And in fact, some of them dudes will probably just dislike them. Like who are you, man? You're a nobody, homie. So what? And this dude had like 100 million at one time, right? And now he's all the way broke. That's what they're saying. They're saying the man's like a -$2 million. Owes the IRS a bunch of paper. So, I mean, I'm sure there's people that have been in his life that he looked out for. He might have a couple dollars somewhere for commissary. He's going to need it, man. He's going to need it. So if he ends up in the wrong prison, yeah, he's going to get touched up. But when you get a guy that has, that's like famous like that, let me tell you something. Yeah, he can sing his ass off. I ain't going to lie about that. The man can sing, you know what I mean? But when he gets to prison, like I said, a lot of people don't give a shit, man. His singing and whatever money he might have or, whatever status he might have had. Federal prison's a whole different animal. You guys know that, man. It's not what people think. But when you get a high-profile guy, what happens is the administration knows, hey, R. Kelly's coming to your prison. The warden knows. People are on point. They're like, okay, we got to do this. We got to do this. Going to be singing up in the broom closet. Man, might be singing that old bump and grind up in that joint. It's just a little bump and grind. Don't get me to get on my voice, man. Don't get me to start singing, man. You guys will probably want to put me on like American Idol or something. The dudes that come in and do the little singing session, they're like, yo. They're like, man, it was all right, but you got to work on it. They'll be like, yo, man, get your ass out of here. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass out of here. So it depends on where he goes. If he goes to a penitentiary, I'm telling you where he's going. He's going to USP Tucson or USP Coleman 2, or possibly they have a program in Atwater that people don't know about. There's a lot of people don't know about it. Dudes that can't make it nowhere else, they're sending them to Atwater. They're doing this program in a USP for like a year and rehabilitation, and then they can earn themselves to an FCI. Because, the BOP is finally getting some slack for just letting people go out there and getting murdered, right? So that's what they're doing. Was locked up with Bobby Brown for his unpaid child support. They hit him in medical, but he was singing Don't Be Cruel. Man, Bobby Brown was that man back in the day, right? Bobby Brown, man. Remember that Tenderoni joint? She's a sweet old girl, about the sweetest little girl in the whole wide world. Man, you guys got me singing, boy. I'm in one of the moods tonight. You might want to introduce me, man. You know what I'm saying, for the voice. Ladies and gentlemen. I'm just joking, man. Texas prison stories. I need one of them hats. Yo, bro, I got some killer ass hats that I ain't even bust out yet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm in the mood tonight. And I don't drink or nothing. So the only thing I'm drinking, man, is that Arizona iced tea, sweet tea. Man, this sweet tea right here ain't nothing like that sweet tea down south, though. While I was down there in Charlotte, drank that sweet tea. I was like, that thing was good right there. Do celebrities have a target on them for being famous? Not in federal prison. Not always, no. Look, man, I was in Raybrook with this dude, right? And I don't know if I ever talked about this. He looked like Pitbull, had a bunch of money. He was Jewish and Hispanic. He was a Paisa. Little dude looked like Pitbull. And one day he's showing all his pictures, you know what I'm saying? And these dudes are like, yo, look at his boats. And I'm like, man, that shit don't impress me, man. And I told you guys that the only thing, Corey, yes, I live near Raybrook. I was up there for a long time, man. I'm from Rochester, bro. It's not closed. It's open. But I was like, dude, I'm not impressed with that, dude. Like, who are you, man? You know what I'm saying? The only person that I was kind of like, and I'm not going to lie to you, man, it was Whitey Bulger. When I met Whitey Bulger, he was, I talked about this before. He was on House Alone, Cell Alone. He was in the hole. Dude had stabbed him because the dude really had a drug debt, and dude stabbed him or whatever because he wanted to get it out of the jail and get a transfer. Did some bullshit. But I talked to him every day, man. He was in a rec cage. I was in a rec cage. Sometimes we'd be left out there for 3-4 hours. He was like the only dude that I was kind of impressed with, man. Impressed because the way that he escaped for so long. And in my mind, I was thinking, I got to find a way out of here, man. And I was digging into his brain and finding how he did things. And, you know, that's what it is, man. Hit that like button, man. 224 people in the house, 70 likes. I'm not going to lie to you, man. We're going to get into that other chick too, right? Oh, Maxie. We'll call her Maxie, like Maxie Pad. You know what I mean? We'll call her Maxie. I put up that little Sereno video, man. That thing got like 750,000 views. And it just opened up a wide range of, you know, new subscribers, man. So I definitely appreciate everybody. Then I put up the part 2, and I want to talk about this kid for a minute because I want people to understand something. If you're listening, I hope you're listening if you were commenting on them videos, man. And then he kind of like explained a little bit because people are being disrespectful. You know, oh, I could do that if I was on meth. Listen, man, that kid went to prison when he was 16 years old. He did 10 years in prison. And you know something, you know, I've seen a lot of dudes go to prison young and remain young and leave, come in as idiots and leave as idiots. That dude got all them tattoos on his face. We talked about that after the video. I said, look, man, what you're doing right now, this can hold you up from starting your own business or, you know, some old lady wanting to hire you to come do landscaping at her house. And I talked to him. I said, look, you're doing this landscaping stuff, but okay, Mo, I see you're mad, but wasn't one of the girls 14? Like, I'm not mad at you, bro, and we appreciate the $5 donation, big dog. But I think, man, when he was nailing like the windows closed and shit, like that shit's true, homie. He was nailing the windows closed, keeping them chicks in the house. Like, okay. Whitey Bulger always talked about the old days. So now I lost my train of thought, man. So I apologize. I should probably just stick there. But I had the dude hit us with a super chat, man. I gotta answer him. I gotta answer Big Mo. Is R. Kelly in danger? Depends on where he goes, man. Depends on where he goes. But anyway, let me try to see if I go back to where I was at. We were talking about Whitey Bulger. Brad Simmons in the house with the 20 piece. Okay. We appreciate you, big dog. So anyway, like Whitey Bulger, like that was the one dude where I like wanted to talk to him. You know, I'm Irish, man. I mean, it ain't no joke, right? I'm an Irish kid, right? And the Irish are tough kids, man. We grew up tough. We grew up fighting. We were tough kids, man. So I was just kind of like digging his brain, man, to find out like this and that. Do blacks give sex offenders a pass? I don't want to say that, man. Like, it depends. Like, dude, I've been in prison with, and this, I don't want this to be, you know, sound bullshit, but, you know, I was in USP Lee, man, where there was a dude in our unit, man. I think they called him Roscoe, bald head dude, worked in Unicor. He was a serial rapist, man, from DC, and them dudes let that dude live there. You know what I mean? If he had been in a different unit, I think maybe some of them dudes would have hit him. But no, man, just because like the Midwest dudes, the GDs and you know, all them gangs over there, the gang GDs, the P Stones, man, they ain't letting no dude like that walk their yard. They don't give a fuck, man. No, I never heard that Maxwell was attacked with a knife. We're going to talk about that too. All right. You know, I do a lot of work for a lot of women in prison too. And I can tell you guys about some of that stuff. Dude likes some weird stuff though, but to label him a predator is a stretch. You feel in danger, call 911. Don't tell me in America you have no resource. Bro, we took a 14-year-old girl in that house, dude. Like, Aaliyah. How old was Aaliyah? Can anybody tune in? Look, man, I try to call things how I see them. I could be wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong about this cat, man. Just like that cat who was the wide receiver in the NFL, man, was putting Mickeys in people's drinks. You know what I mean? Like, dude, you're in the NFL. You're running the domestic violence aspect of the NFL thing. Yeah, Leah was 14, homie. You're running the domestic violence thing and you're putting Mickeys in these chicks' drinks, man. Like, are you serious? Some people are doing messed up shit, man. But yeah, like I said, nah, man, the blacks ain't going for that. Not from the Midwest, they ain't. Now, here's a groomer and a weirdo. I don't know, big dog. He's hitting 14-year-olds. Not a good thing, homie. I don't agree with it. But we definitely appreciate them super chats, man. I'm in one of them moods, man. I'm joking. I'm playing. I'm feeling all right. But it is what it is, right? Hey, Chad, he wouldn't walk the yard. No, he would not walk the yard at Big Sandy. And there wouldn't be anyone there that says, hey, man, he's paying me, so we're protecting him. It don't work that way in Big Sandy, big dog. You know, remember when all them Jewish dudes got knocked? Dude had his girl killed from the Panthers. No, I know who you're talking about. I'm talking about the dude that damn, man, was he a safety, wide receiver? Broncos? What the hell, man? It's on the tip of my tongue too, man. Played in the NFL, man. He was top-notch guy, man. Commentator, everything. I forgot. Someone on here. Sharp. Darren Sharp? Maybe. Okay, so anyway, we'll get into Maxie here too in a minute, right? Like I was saying, I got a bunch of people that I help that are females that are in federal prison. Where do I think she's going to go? Is she going to be having a rough time? And probably not. There are many women that are in federal prison that have sex offenses, way worse than her, that are making it. I know one woman right now. Yep, Darren Sharper, that's him. Where this chick, she got 30 years, man. She did some gruesome shit, and she's just living. She's just living. Will some of the chicks in there be like, probably, will they just beat her up because she's got that type of charge? No. Women are more motherly, man. They like, oh, we understand. You know, where do I think she's going to end up? She doesn't probably have she doesn't have a criminal history, man. But they might be nasty and send her over to Aliceville, Alabama, one of the worst federal prisons you can go to as a female. What is it going to be like when she walks in there? She walks in there, people are like, oh, that's her. Oh, look, that's the lady from the news. And there's going to be other people in there like, Trey Lee, man, I can't let you put that on there, man, because of that word, man. He had all the money. He could have had the finest kitty cat. Leave it at that. All right. We got kids watching, man. It's not after 9 tonight, bud. This ain't the late night joint. Johnny Kelly, ask Alice. Which Alice? You're not talking about my homegirl, are you? Anyway, so what's her life going to be like? She's going to get to prison. She's going to go through medical and do all that stuff. She's going to go to her unit. People are going to embrace her. Hey, how are you? She's going to go in the cell. Miss Kayla, what's wrong with Aliceville? I think Aliceville is a horrible place. I got clients there where they don't get their mail. Their mail's being sent out 2 weeks later. I'm sending legal mail in there, and they don't get it in time. Very few programs. You may work there. Very few programs, I think, over there. A lot of the staff are just nasty people. Not all. Some of them are nasty. I called the case manager down there to get a legal call. I work under an attorney, so we're able to do that stuff. And just nasty, man. Just super, super nasty. But not all staff members are nasty. I met some good staff members. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to give it to you 100. Give it to you real. She'll go to commissary probably the next day, buy her some shower shoes, deodorant, things that she needs, hygiene products, maybe a pair of sneakers, whatever, some little bit of food. And she's going to sit around. She's going to watch TV. And usually when you get people like that, I'm just going to keep it real. Else it was real rough. Lots of racial and down-home Southern people. I agree. I got another client right now. I'm trying to get her out. She got sentenced to 30 years out of Virginia. We got if you're talking about Maxwell, she may get Clintoned. She might end up, they're not going to give her how Maxine only got 20, though. I mean, some people say different things, but she got 20 because that's what the charge called for, right? I don't know if she was actually, doing the bad things, like the actual physical contact, was she? But we know R. Kelly was. Did Italians drop the slip a lot on the inside? No. Why would you say no? No, the Italians, Zion Serenity from Rochester, New York here, and when judges want to be that one, they'll send prisoners to far northeast, New York, near Fort Drum, far from where relatives are. Hurts me when judges get personal. I feel you, man. I'm from Rochester too, homie. Nah, bro. Dude, all kinds of people. The people you think aren't dropping notes are the people dropping notes. Usually the people that talk about everybody else are the people that are doing exactly what they're saying other people are doing. And there's not a whole lot of Italians in prison like that anymore, man. There's not. Like in Raybrook, there might have been 7 or 8. I was over there with Teddy Persico. What the hell was Al? Al's last name? Al Trevecchio. I forgot Al's last name. I don't remember. Chad, she got attacked last week. I don't know. Is that true? Did she really get attacked? It's kind of convenient that she gets attacked just before she goes to get sentenced. It'll look good. Judge, I'm going to tell you right now, she's in danger. What'd they stab her with? They stab her with a pencil? Sometimes things are conveniently things conveniently happen just before sentencing. And then the lawyer will put in a sentencing memorandum how, she can't be around regular prisoners. She's in danger. And all of that stuff. But, Halesville's about an hour from me. She's going to be, man, I'm telling you, man, remember this. She's going to be all right. Is she going to get in a fight? Maybe. Is she going to get stabbed in federal prison? Probably not. Maybe I should have one of the girls do an interview from prison for us. Kevin Cheesebarrow, Darren Sharper. Yep. It was Darren Sharp, right? Didn't he play for the Broncos? Didn't he start out at the Broncos? Wasn't he drafted by the Broncos? Too many people on here standing up for kids getting married and such. That ish ain't cool. Okay, Mike S. Let them know how you feel tonight, buddy. Let them know. It's all good, man. We've got phone calls coming in. I can't answer this. This is one of my homeboys. Can't answer that. We're on a live, man. We can't answer the telephone on a live. Sharper had that commentating deal, and then that was it. Commentating deal, and then that was it. I remember him on the Packers. Same thing to my guy, Bill Cosby. I mean, Bill went ahead and admitted that shit, man, in the civil action, though, didn't he? He said, I was trying to put my pudding pop in a pudding. Old Bill Cosby, America's dad. And we'll talk about old Dugard too. He ended up where'd he go? He went down to Texas, right? Fort Worth. That dude's got a bunch of kids. Like, that dude should never ever be around kids when he gets out of jail. Everybody agree? You think old Dugard should be at home with his kids? Hell no. Hell no. Bill Cosby was in the state 100%. He ends up winning an appeal right in the Supreme Court. I was shocked at that. Bradley Dennis, man, we appreciate you being in the house. Jerry Heimel, Johnny Kelly. Bills fan my entire life from Cali. Uh-oh. No wonder why the Cali dudes are tuning in. That's what's up. Honesty and integrity is an appealing package. What's up, brother? Ryan Anderson. So now that we talked a little bit about old Maxie, old Hottie over there, and we talked about R. Kelly, is there any questions anybody want to ask me anything about R. Kelly? What I think? I told you guys where he's going to go. First prison is going to either be Pekin. I think it's going to be Pekin. I'm going to stand on Pekin. First federal prison is going to be Pekin. That guy from the cult disgusts me, Josh Dugard. That dude's a real trash can, man. Like, for real, man. He should just like go look in the mirror and punch himself in the face, man. I'm being serious. Like, he's a really bad dude, man. He's a bad dude all the way around the board. I know you guys want that mayor from Connecticut, Gino, that video. That'll be next week. I'm going to put all that stuff out. What type of spot is Butner? Laid back, medical facility, FCI, different. It's a complex. Not no real trouble over there like that, man. You should do stories of home in prison in Alabama. It's a pretty ruthless place. I've talked about some of them places, man. Definitely not a nice place, man. But anyway, I want to go back to the tattoo face kid, right? The Sereno, man. I like that little dude, man. Because like I said, some people go to prison at 16 and they're idiots. And they get out and they're still idiots. Not this kid. BX in the house, man. We appreciate you, big dog. Hit us with that $1 bill, 99 center. We appreciate you. So anyway, let me see. Rest in peace, Aaliyah Bronx. That's what's up. Everything his sorry Lane deserves. Yeah, I mean, hey, if he ends up in the wrong, I think he's going to Pekin and it's not going to work out for him. That's my opinion. And when it doesn't work out for him in Pekin, he's going to go to either Mariana in Florida or he's going to go to old Petersburg and he's going to be out there on Peter Beach. And then when he gets there, he'll be fine. He'll be doing his 30-year sentence. He'll probably have commissary. He'll be singing. That's another thing in the feds, man. Like when dudes are in the hole, out on the yard, man, they got dudes out there and they're out there. They're hitting that beat. Yeah, I ain't got no beat, man. I don't really have no rhythm. The only place I ever had a little rhythm, man, was when I was fighting, man, when I was boxing. When I was an amateur fighter, man. I had a little rhythm in the ring, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Gun Hill Road, Lake Worth, maybe Coleman. He could end up in USP Coleman, USP Tucson if he goes to a penitentiary. Yeah, those Sereno burpees be going hard. So yeah, anyway, I talked to that kid, right? Gary Davis, man, my dude, man. That's what's up. Anyway, I talked to him off camera about the tattoos on his face. Told him, look, man, what you're doing right now, you're doing this landscaping job. You're going to work every day. You need to start thinking about if you want to own your own business. I said, bro, you don't want to work for people for the rest of your life, man. And dudes that are listening right now, man, pay attention to this right here. You don't want to work for people for the rest of your life. Learn the trade. If you're out there doing roofing, learn it, man. Learn it. Learn every aspect. I'm talking about from cleaning the ground to tearing it off, to shingling, to resheeting that roof, to putting the ice and water shield, dropping the valleys. Learn it, man. But always have that bigger picture up here. And what is the bigger picture? You want to own your own business, man. And I talked to him about that. Then when I see the burpee video, I hit him up. Say, hey, bro, I'm going to throw this up here on the channel, man. To kind of show people what the super burpee was, because you talked about it in the interview. Yeah, all right, man, go ahead. Gary Davis, man, good dude. We're going to have Gary on too. Brad Simmons, man, we appreciate you. And then when I seen that, I said, dude, this is something that you need to really look into, because a lot of dudes in federal prison were getting their personal trainer certifications. Dude, you're off the hook, bro. Like you're good at what you're doing, right? You got cardio probably for weeks, for months. So this is what you need to do. He could start a workout channel, man. People will definitely tune into that joint, man. Actually going to school for laser tattoo removal. I'm currently a licensed tattoo practitioner. When he's ready, I'll still be here. He gets a freebie. I don't know if he's going to do it, but I think that he should. I think he should clean up his face. It's all right. You can have your tattoos. Like all my tattoos, man, are under my shirt, on my back. My sides are both blasted out. You guys never seen my sides, huh? A little chubby, man, but maybe I'll take a picture. One of them is the dude that looks like John Cena coming out of my side. Okay, Joe. Big Joe in the house with the 6-piece. And it says, beware the theory of a patient man. And I got that a long time ago. And then over here, man, I've talked about my boy, man, my right-hand man, Evan Carroll, man. He got, he went to trial in my case. He got jammed up, surround his own businesses and take care of their kids. That's what's up. One of my best friends in prison is a Sereno, man. Spanky. Serving 35 years, man. But, yeah, my other partner, man, he went to trial, got found not guilty and a hung jury on a couple counts, went home, man. He wasn't home long, and he ended up getting murdered. And I got a picture of him on my side, man, and he's in front of a cross with a Yankees hat on and a teardrop. And it says, shed so many tears, man. And let me tell you something. Those tattoos, getting your side blasted in federal prison, does not feel good, man. And I'm going to be the first one to tell you. I'm all right, I think, I'm all right when it comes to pain, like when you're boxing or whatever. But, man, that needle, the worst one was on my back. When I did this little gold pot on my back, God, crushed me, man. Crushed me. Landscaping is a dead-end job if you aren't working for yourself, no doubt. I understand. And that's Big Jason. Where the hell you been at, big dog? And that's the one thing that I had told him, too. I said, look, man, you don't want to work for people for $15 the rest of your life, bro. Where I'm at, McDonald's is hiring you for $18, $19 an hour. Like, that's not what you want to do. But you have to find out what you're good at, man. This kid's good at working out. So I talked to him. I'm going to do a little research for him before I go on my trip. And hopefully he can, do something with his personal trainer stuff. Trey Lee in the house with the 10-piece. We appreciate you. Let me tell you something about this kid, man. He's determined to succeed, man. I think this kid's going to succeed. And when people see the tattoos on the face, they're like, this dude's a, and people are like, oh, okay, great. Now get a job. Well, pal, he's got 2 jobs. You don't even know what you're talking about. I was told I can't do construction a year ago. I took a job as a housekeeper at a nursing home. As of last Sunday, I'm now the director of housekeeping and laundry. I have an office, and my 1 year is July 20th. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. You're working, man, listen, I used to think I was getting out of prison when I was in my 60s, right? And sometimes I'd be laying in my bed, man, and I would panic at night, man. I'd have panic attacks like, damn, man, what am I going to do when I get out? And I used to think, damn, the only thing I could do when I get out at 60 is maybe get a hot dog cart, or I'd have to go work at like McDonald's, man, and maybe I could become the manager in like 4 or 5 years when I'm 65, right? Because I didn't know what I was going to do. I would have been in there doing legal work for 40 years. So Lexi England, what's up, homie? Chad is the man. Ooh, okay. We got 156 likes, man. Go ahead and hit that like button, man. Run that joint up for us, man. Let's get that thing rocking. People bitch they can't find. Dude, there's jobs everywhere, man. I don't care what people say. Only way I become a millionaire was never going back to the block. And we're gonna interview Gary, right? Gary's always on here, man. But man, Gary, he had a life where he was in and out of prison, man. And eventually he came home. He said, you know what? I'm gonna do something with my life. And he was working. I hope you don't mind. He was working for this guy doing tree stuff. Guy ends up in jail. Gary works out a deal to kind of keep doing some work. And buy some of the tools, and guess what, man? Man owns a big ass business right now, man. He changed his life, man. And that's one of the things that I really, really preach, man. And people are like, oh man, some people are like, man, stop preaching, man. We want to hear them gangster stories. Look, man, I bring you guys some real gangster stories, but there's always a message in every one, right? Like I bring you guys videos that pictures of like Sublime that no one's ever seen. Like there's still photos from the video, man. And I bring that stuff and I bring it to show you like this is what's really going on in prison. But I also want to help change society's perception of prisoners. And people might be like, well, why you want to do that? Well, let me tell you why. Because there's a lot of good men that are still in prison, a lot of good women that are still in prison. There's a lot of fathers, a lot of daughters, a lot of sisters, a lot of mothers. There's even grandfathers and grandmothers in there that deserve to get out. Some of the people deserve to get out more than I ever deserve to get out of prison. But they're stuck. So that's why we have to change society's perception of prisoners, man. So other people like that can get a second chance to reclaim their life, man. And people like Gary Davis is one of the people that's done that. You knew how to jail and did the time. You didn't let it do you. If someone only wants to hear stories and no positive input, they should unsubscribe. Okay, Mo, let them know. Hit that like. We got 180. Look, man, we need to get 200. We need to get 200 likes tonight. We got 261 in the house. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. And you know, I can tell you from my perspective, right? Because I've been there, man. I guess you could say like my boy Cedric Dean, right? He says he's a thugologist. I guess I'm like a prisonologist, man. And the reason I say that is because I know that federal system like the back of my hand, man. Every aspect. And I was involved in damn near every aspect of federal prison. Being an asshole, changing my life, rehabilitation. I know the system. I was there so long. You know it, man. I know how everything works, man. I know how these BP8s work. I know how a BP9 works. I know that you got to go to the warden, man, in order to get this fixed. I know what you got to do in order to get a job at a certain place. Maybe you want to work in education. Hey, look, man, this is what I could do. I could teach programs over here. I could teach your ACE courses. I just know the prison system, and I'm telling you what's really going to happen to people like this cat. Giving you love what you do, giving you your hours. Darren Dunn in the house, Vincent Blue. Man, we need 4 more, man. We got 272 people, man. Hit that like button, man. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Go back, watch some of the videos that we've already done. Have you ever met a SEAL that became an inmate? No, but there are a few. I talked to the lieutenant, where the dude was a CO and he was hooking up with the AB dudes, and guess what? He ends up arrested and ends up in prison. Hit the X button, Jason. I'm not sure, buddy. And now, people that are listening, let's talk about this, right? We got 262 people in the house, 204 likes. That's what's up. I appreciate everybody supporting us. But how many people want to know what's going on at USP Pollock? You want that gangster shit? We're going to give you some gangster shit tonight, too. On here, if a person in the chat only wanted to hear gore and killing in the pen, they'd never been to prison. Started out at work at a hospital. Now I'm in maintenance and in union. Just got to start somewhere. That's it, man. You got to start somewhere, man. Get your feet in the sand, man. 212. Okay. I want to see. You guys want to know what's going on over there? I'm about to tell you. There's a bunch of overdoses, right? I think in Beaumont. In Pollock, they just had a little war over there between the Muslims and the DC blacks. A bunch of people got stabbed. A bunch of people went out to the hospital. I'm friends with someone that works over there. So I have a little bit of a relationship where, this person will tell me what's going on. And so they had a little bit of war over there, man, where they're stabbing the shit out of each other. People end up in the hospital. They've been locked down for about 3 weeks now. And it looks like they're going to stay locked down for a little bit. But the crazy part is when you're in federal prison and dudes that been there, a lot of the DC blacks are Muslims. So it's kind of like, damn. And I've seen where they beefed before, where they were beefing with each other. And it's kind of like when you're from DC, you got to pick a side, man. You're going to roll with the Muslims or you're going to roll with the DC car. I've seen it, man. I've seen that. But anyway, thank you for the support. That's what's up. Let me see. Lexi, England. I'm going to post this. Can we get 250 with 272 people? Let's get to 250, man. Let's get to 250 before we ride out, man. Before we hit the gas and take them down that old dusty road. Man, you guys have me singing and everything on here tonight, man. Hit the like button, man. If you don't like my singing, I understand. Dope Sick, what's up, big dog? William Clark. What up at Pollock? I just talked about that. Pollock, the DC dudes got into it with the Muslims and they were stabbing each other. A bunch of dudes went to the hospital. Nobody died, but some dudes were pretty messed up from what I hear. So that's what's going on down there. Beaumont, bunch of overdoses on that Fetty. But things are wild, man. Then they got a hunger strike going on right now, I think in Sheridan in Oregon, right? Where the people are tired of being locked down. Because I'm gonna tell you what they've done. When COVID hit, we got 225. We need 25 more. 283 people in the house. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that X, hit the like button, and then hit live chat. You ain't gonna miss a word. And if I start singing, we hit 250, man. I'm gonna sing you guys a country song, man. What song you guys want to hear? Something like Neon Moon? I gotta sing something I know the words all the way through, man. Anyway, I probably ain't gonna sing no country song. You know, George Rivera, aka Pacino, has 13 life sentences. He was in Big Sandy. Was he from Boston? From Mass? Tenderoni, you got some pipes. Yeah, she's a sweet old girl, about the sweetest little girl. Man, I was a Bobby Brown fan back then, man. That's when Bobby Brown was out, Nintendo was out. We were up in there playing Zelda, Mike Tyson Punch Out. Who remembers the Mike Tyson Punch Out code? 007-373-5963. Woo! I ain't had to hit that joint since I was about 11 or 12 years old, man. And I still remember it. Contra, up, down, left, right, BA select start. Get yourself 30 men, right? Or was it 90? Come on, Jason, tell us, man. Well, I got friends in long places. But my boy Jason wanted me to hit a country song, man. We're having a good time tonight, man. That's what's up, man. It ain't my channel, it's our channel, man. Oh my God, Glass Joe. Yeah, Glass Joe. That's what's up, man. 237, man. 237. You ever beat Mike Tyson? Never. You ever beat him? I never did, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was thinking about lying just now. Like, yeah, man, knocked him out like 3 times, dude. But no, never beat him, man. But I know some kids that did, but I never could. What about Butner with Bernie Madoff? Yeah, Butner. Yeah, then Bernie had he duked it out a little bit over there. Didn't some dude hit Bernie up? Body blow. Bald Bull. He was a bad dude, man. It figures the guy from West Virginia remembers Bald Bull, right? She looked like one of the dudes from West Virginia, bro. We'll find out Bald Bull was your uncle. I mean, your daddy. I'm just playing, man. I'm just joking tonight, man. That's what's up. But anyway, man, 239 likes, man. We need 11 more. Chad, I saw a commercial that was saying people should vacation in Rochester. You're lying, bro. No, you're not allowed to lie on our channel, dude. A country boy can survive. Hank Williams. Okay. Man, I really think I can sing when the radio's on. I'm like, damn, I sound pretty good. And then when the radio goes off, and I'm like, damn. My homie Lord Timbo was in USP Pollock. Now he's in Allenwood. Pollock's a dangerous place, man. Dangerous place. We need 7 more likes. 280 people, man. Give us 7 more likes. Oh, we got 2, baby. Up, down, left, right, BA select start. Boom, 247. Hey, now, on that West Virginia shit. I'm just messing with you, man. 251, man. I appreciate you guys. That's what's up, man. You got a platform. Sing, Chad. I can't sing worth a... Boy, you don't want me to really start singing, man. I sound good in the shower, man. I sound good when I'm here in my office and no one else is in the house. I love that song, Neon Moon, but when the music ain't playing, I can't sing it. Dope Sick, I was released from USP Pollock in 2015. Pollock's definitely a dangerous place, big dog, not a place that anybody wants to be. But listen, man, James Collins with the 20-piece. Okay, Big James, we appreciate you, big dog. I used to know all the Mario 3 secrets. Not me, but I used to love Mario Brothers too, man. Never been to prison, but love the videos. Keep them up. That's what's up. We appreciate you. So look, man, tonight I just asked everybody, man, go out and share the channel, man. Pick your favorite video, man, and post it on your social media tonight. Let's get this thing rocking, man. BOP employer, you speak the truth on all this, dead on about 99% of the stuff. JM, man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you validating me, man. That's what's up. Some people are like, oh, man, let the police validate you. Man, I'm not on that street shit no more, man. I'm trying to tell people what prison is like. And the reason I do this stuff is because, 1, I think it's therapeutic. 2, I do want to help people, man. I want people to make the right choice. I want you to know that, look, man, if you make this choice, this is the road you're going on. If you make this choice, that's the road you're going to be on. So when you start to think about it, man, right now you're in the street, you're getting money, you're living good, you're eating good, you're driving nice whips. But when them people come, and that judge gets that gavel and says, nope, guess what? All that shit's gone, man. You sell your shit so you got commissary. You eat commissary, $300 a month. $330 now or whatever? $360, I think they jumped it up to. I don't remember. But yeah, man, you can live good, man, 4 or 5 years. And then your people are gone. Then what happens, and I say this because my co-defendant, his mom passed away while we were in prison. And man, I feel bad for that man. I can't even imagine what it would have been like to lose my mother, right? Love my mama, man. I'm telling you right now, I love my mother, man. But I used to think, damn, man, my mom used to say, my mom's sick, man. My mom's not in good shape. And she says, I just want you to come home before I die. I just went, man, don't say that, man. And I get a little teary-eyed, man. Don't say that. I got to get a drink, man. Hope you guys don't mind me drinking that old sweet tea. And some of you might think I sound country, right? My wife, too. She's like, boy, when I first came home, she's like, you sound country. But I had been in the South. I had been in the South for a long, long time in prison. And my family is from Indiana, the Midwest, right? But, damn, I don't even know where I was at. I'm sorry. How about my boy right here, man? Michael Velez, always in the house, man. He might end up like Whitey Bulger, right? If they make a mistake. I think it's possible, man. I think it's possible. Darren Dunn, man. I'm really sorry to hear that, homie. For real, man. Very sorry. Bronx. Okay, BX, you want me to drop the mic on him, man? You want me to drop the mic? Yo, Chad, think R. Kelly going to be playing wall ball? Boy, if he ends up in the right, man, 30 years, he might lose his mind, man. After about 18 years, he might be like, you want to play some wall ball? Like, what's your name? Man, don't I know you from? I'm R. Kelly, man. You want to play some wall ball? I'm like, damn, bro. I'm just joking. Look, man, the man lost it on that Gayle King interview, man. I'm fighting for my life. And I'm like, damn, dude, you made your shit look worse, man. You made your shit look worse. You can definitely be certified hood and sound country. Yes, sir. Bronx in the house. Throg's here. We got 266 likes, man. Definitely appreciate everybody, man. Gary, man, everybody that donated, man. I don't care if it's $9.99, if it's $50, $100, man. We appreciate you. James Collins, man. Definitely appreciate Big James. I wanted to pin him, but I couldn't. But it's all good. Still learning some of this stuff. But anyway, I got that video set up for tomorrow. I want you guys to catch part 1 and catch part 2. First 7 or 8 minutes, man, he's kind of talking about, Lewisburg, but then he gets into the business, the stuff that we experience, the stuff that we live, man. But like I was saying, man, the mission is always PGP. He looked like an ass. He did, man. He looked horrible. TP2 still a classic. Heartache by the Numbers. Robbins or something. That classic country really pumps me up. Man, when I was in Pollock, right? I did like 3 or 4 months in the hole in Pollock. And when I was in Pollock, maybe a little bit more than that. Also, El Shabazz. Shukran, brother. We appreciate you, man. When I was in the hole down there in Pollock, they used to have this girl, they used to come on there. It was like, what the hell was her name? Daisy. Up All Night with Daisy. The Sit Down, a Mafia History podcast. Have you guys checked out Jeff Nadeau? Let me tell you guys something, right? He talks good about me. But honestly, he's one dude that I thought I was a pretty good public speaker, right? But when I talked to this dude and I did an interview with him, and I told my wife this when we were driving, I'm like, man, I was listening to it because it was audio. And I said, man, I'm learning from this dude right here. Like the way that he talks. You see when he interviewed Judge Gleason? Judge Gleason was my lawyer. He's a former federal judge, prosecuted John Gotti. But like Judge Gleason doesn't just go on probably any, podcast or YouTube show. He probably picked Jeff because he's super intelligent, man. Like this is an intelligent dude. If you guys are into that stuff, man, check him out. He does a lot of other stuff too. I think he did something on the Baltimore cops. Like this dude's got a really good show, man. The Sit Down. Go over there and check him out. I think he had a good week. I've seen someone talking about him on like sports picks too. Might have to pick his brain, man. I might have to try to get rich quick, man. Yeah, I like Jeff Nadeau, man. Jeff Nadeau, man. Good dude. Check out his channel. Like, for real, man. Go check this cat out. Like the hell out of this dude, man. And I did learn from him, man. Good speaker, intelligent, does his research. He don't just, like, put some stuff up there and be like, here's the video. Like, he does some research, man. And I think I'm a pretty good researcher, but I think he's a little bit better. I'm going to give you a shout out, bro. I think you're a little bit better than me, man, on the research. But I don't know, man. I wasn't thinking you were as exciting as me until I heard you go off on that dude today, man. Like you were hammering him, bro. Like letting him know that, dude, you're probably sitting in your mother's basement with tidy whities on your computer, and you're like 48 years old. Like, what are you doing with your life? Oh, Bronx, get alert. Remember, for King Pimps, I wouldn't be surprised if R. Kelly ends up with a punk. His long history of being a predator makes me think he'll continue being a predator in there. Any stories about Comstock? Oh, man, Comstock was a wild place, bro. Maybe we should just do a video on Comstock, right? Talk about Herbert and them scumbags and German beating the shit out of people. Yeah, I got some crazy stories from there, too. And R. Kelly did that thing like in the closet, right? Was that like some, some LGBT shit? Was that like one of them type of songs? I'm not sure. But if I had to guess, I think he might be in there singing that "Color Me Bad" song, right? I wanna you up. Remember that joint back in the day? That was around the Bobby Brown days, right? Yo, Chad, were you at USP Pollock when Gene Gotti was there? Yes. Scouse Hitman. Any crazy stories on the Skinhead Brotherhood in jail? Man, I'm gonna do a story on this kid, man. And I really, really, damn, bro, I hate to say this, man, because I really like this kid, man. He was a skinhead out of Vegas, right? And his name was Aaron. I'm not gonna say his last name, but this dude was. You ever seen that movie American History X? This dude was everything that dude was in the beginning in American History X. And eventually, I mean, this dude, his knife game was out of control. Balls to the wall, stab you, wouldn't even think twice, man. And then later on in life, man, I run into this cat, right? He's got a life sentence. He's got time in Vegas, time in the feds. I mean, time in Nevada. And he comes to the feds. I mean, and I see him years later, man. After Big Sandy, I see him years later. He ended up hitting, I think he hit one of the AB dudes in Big Sandy, man. He made a knife that night. He thought they were plotting on him, and he just destroyed the dude. Either it was an NLR or a brand member. And years later, I seen this dude, man, and damn, bro, he was on some other shit, man. Like, he wasn't that ultimate skinhead no more, man. This dude was, I'm call it how it is, man. He had like an Indian dude that was his love. And I was just like, wow, bro. Shocked. And this was a dude that in the beginning of my bid, man, I always tell you guys I was never a follower, but I looked at this dude like, this dude's I wasn't following him, but I looked at him like, this dude is, about his business, man. And sometimes you admire people that are like tough, man. Like dude ain't going for nothing. He's respectful. He ain't going for nothing. If you get in his way, he's going to do something bad to you, man. He was that type of dude. If I didn't respect you before, now I respect you tons now by telling the world you love your mom. Enough respect to you, sir. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I love my mom, bro. You know what I'm saying? Love my mom, boy. More than anything in the world, man. I love my mom, my kids, and my wife more than anything in the world. And I mean that. Joe's wife, Elizabeth Moultrie. Okay, Elizabeth, we see you in the house. We appreciate you being here. I hope things have gotten better for you guys over there. We called him Chief Pocahontas. Oh, you guys want to laugh before we go? Okay. So if there's anybody here that was in Coleman, right? Man, when was I in Coleman, man? 2000. Coleman was one of the best prisons I was at, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I had these pet frogs, man. I just loved them, man. They gave me a sense of purpose. I love animals, right? And my like, oh, well, they're not animals, they're reptiles. I love all things like that. Shambo from 55th. What up, Chad? You finally caught a live. Is this your first live? If it's your first live, man, hit me on the email. I'm gonna give you a free book tonight. I don't know Billy Moonbeam. Michael Velez, Cedric Dean. Cedric Dean is doing big things, man. So anyway, you guys want to laugh? We had this dude that was in, he looked like Howard Stern, right? In Coleman. And if anybody's watching and you were there, man, please tune in. Do you remember I did the interview with Big Tree, the big tall white kid? I haven't heard from Tree. Tree, if you're listening, man, hit me up, man. I'm worried about you, bro. Hit me up, man. I sent you a couple emails, no response. But anyway, they used to call this dude Howard Sperm. He looked like Howard Stern, dude. And he was just like as feminine as I guess you could, And they started selling like bras on commissary and women's makeup. And when that started happening, I was like, yeah, prison has definitely changed. Oh yeah, the audio book. If anybody wants that audio book, hit us up, man. I'm charging $25. We can send you the audio book on your computer, send you the zip file. Do you think Blood on the Razor merch will ever be available in England? I think it's a good possibility. It's available now, bro. It just costs too much to send over there. Tony J, did Chad do the audiobook? Yes, I did the audiobook myself. I did the audiobook. I'm the person that read it. Yes, bro. They were selling bras in men's prison. Back in the day, they were against all this shit. They had the Prius stuff came out and had the people coming from DC. And they want to stop all this shit. And then like 2 years later, they started selling makeup and bras and women's sneakers. And you're just like, yeah. Leon Swan, the pink Cadillac. Tell them about that shit, man. Leon Swan was there. There was a punk car at Coleman. We called it the pink Cadillac. Yo. And them dudes were out there fist fighting, man. Fist fighting. I'm going to tell you guys another story, all right? Before we go. This is a true story, and Leon could probably attest to this. And I'm not saying that this chick has this, but do you remember that chick Pinky? She was like a porn star and everything. There was this African kid that was there, right? Grew up in the United States. He was a white collar type of guy, stealing a bunch of money. And with an audiobook, download to iPhone. I imagine so, but I don't know. I'm not good at downloading stuff on the iPhone. I think so. It should. I mean, it'll definitely download to your computer for sure. The real Bamski. What's up, big dog? We appreciate you always being here, man. True from DC. There's a lot of truths from DC. So anyway, let me go back to what I was saying. Trouble, yes, it will download. I had some trouble, but yes, it will download. Okay. So James Collins says that he did download it to his iPhone. I don't know. Massa shoot shit. We in here. Okay. Man, I don't want you shooting nothing, man. I want you to stay home, be a father and a husband, big dog. 302 likes in the house. That's what's up, man. You guys did a good job for us tonight. But anyway, now I lost my train of thought, man. Some people get mad at me like, stick to the script. This is the script, man. When we're on here out doing a live, man, this is our time, man. We're going to spend time together, man. I might start singing. I might start, I don't know, man. I might start wrestling, jumping up and down. I might start doing all kinds of stuff, man. But I do want you guys to know that I went from 256 to 239, but I shouldn't be drinking this right now. Hitting that heavy bag every day. Then I put the heavy bag on my back. About, what is that heavy bag? About 80 pounds. Running laps with that on my back. I'm trying to push, man. Oh, the African kid. And we'll get ready to go after this. And I'm sure Leon might remember this. He had pictures with that chick Pinky, like that was his girl when he was in the street, right? Then he gets to prison. He starts doing some crazy shit, man. I cannot do a super sereno burpee. I wouldn't even be able to get it started because it starts with a backflip. But I used to be able to backflip when I was like in 5th grade off my boy's hands, right? Till one time I fell, and that's another story. But the dude was doing some other stuff in there, and he ended up, man, with HIV, man. And I remember when they called him down there and they told him, man. And he was just heartbroken, man. You should be. Look what Jenny said. You shouldn't be drinking it right out. They get mad at me. Why are you drinking the iced tea out of the drink? Because it's mine. I'll buy one and we'll just put a big C on it, man. Or just be like, yo, man, that is home, my girl. When is that shit going to be on Audible? My book is on Audible. Oh, we're trying to hook something up right now with all that stuff, too. I'm still waiting to see a burpee. No shade. From me, dope sick Pinky. No, I'm not saying that she does. I'm saying the dude that was like her dude and he got arrested. I mean, he was scamming, man. Big money. This African kid had big money. But he came to prison. I think he got it in prison because he was doing some stuff that maybe he shouldn't have been doing in prison that are, it's against the BOP policy. And then he ended up messed up. El Chico. No, man, I'm not saying Pinky has HIV. I'm saying the dude that used to be her dude, he was in federal prison with us in Coleman. And he ended up with it because he was in federal prison doing bad things. And he was in my unit, man, and he was just destroyed. Jeff, prison sounds fun. Yeah, it is, man. It's a great time, bro. You get to miss your family. You get to not have real Christmases, Thanksgiving dinner. You go to bed hungry at night. I mean, those are all the good things, right? If you think that's good, then that's the place for you, my friend. There's a guy in Coleman, Terrence Cole, reached out to him. He needs some help legally. He has life plus 20 for drugs. Give him my email, man. He can put me on the core links. So look, man, I'm gonna get ready to close, man. We've been here for an hour. I appreciate everybody, man. Gary Davis, I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow for sure. I appreciate you. Appreciate all the stuff that you're doing, man. William Clark, I need a book, bro. William Clark, you've been here a while. You're getting a book. Email me. That's it for tonight. All right. Listen, man, I got nothing but love and respect for everybody, man. We'll be back at you tomorrow. Remember, I'm going on vacation, but I'm gonna try to get these videos so that you don't miss out. Find your favorite video tonight, man. Go out and share it on your social media and be like, yo, man, check this dude out, man. The channel is growing. That Sereno burpee stuff, like, really helped us, man. I'm not gonna lie. And I definitely appreciate it, and I appreciate him. And I'm gonna do some work for him and try to help him get into this personal trainer stuff and change the course of his life, man. I know he wants change. I know he wants to do good, and I'm gonna do what I can to help him, man. Blood on the Razor Wire TV. Have a good night. With respect, until tomorrow, we're out.